What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Look, I am not gonna sit here and pretend I'm calm. For the first time in what feels like a lifetime, Manchester United are actually enjoyable. Michael Carrick, start state fun. 3 games, 3 wins. City done. Arsenal at the Emirates done. Fulham with that last minute Benjamin Šeško winner. Absolute limbs. Rewind a month and we were down in the dumps. Fast forward to now and Carrick is up for manager of the month while we climbed up into 4th. The momentum is real, the shackles are off, and suddenly Old Trafford is a fortress again. But, and a massive but, next up is Spurs, and we know exactly how this goes. Let's talk about the opposition. Thomas Frank's Tottenham are currently 14th in the league. 14th. They're the definition of Jekyll and Hyde. 1 minute they're getting bullied by West Ham, the next they're clawing back against City to draw 2-2. They play off from the back like they've been wearing blindfolds the whole season, giving the ball away in their own third more than almost anyone else in the league. They are vulnerable, they are fragile, and they are arriving with a squad held together by duct tape and hope. If we smell blood early, this won't just be a win, it'll be a statement. Now, before we get too gassed, we have to address our horrific record against this lot. We haven't beaten them in our last 5 meetings. In fact, Spurs are unbeaten in 8 games against us. They've become an ultimate boogie team. And that memory of the 3-0 loss at Old Trafford last season still stings. But this isn't the same Manchester United side from last season. We have a better manager, better form, and finally a bit of that arrogance. They might have the historical hoodoo over us, but records are there to be broken, and Spurs are practically begging for it. The selection news is a tale of 2 very different camps. Carrick has stability, while Frank has a disaster zone. For us, Dogu is the big miss with a hamstring injury, and De Ligt is still out. Mason Mount is a major doubt, but Xerxes is back in the mix. For Spurs, they are missing nearly an entire 11. Madison, Kulusevski, Kudus and Pedro Porro are all out. Solanke is a massive doubt after limping off against City. They are down to the bare bones. And if you don't punish a team missing that much quality, we don't deserve top 4. Carrick doesn't believe in fixing what isn't broken. Expect an unchanged side from the Fulham win. Maguire and Martinez have the dog and sleeper chemistry back, and Casemiro looks 25 again next to Menu. Up top, the fluid trio of Ahmad, Kunin and Mbeumo will run Spurs' makeshift high line ragged. And Bruno Fernandes does what Bruno Fernandes does best. With Šeško ready to come off the bench and kill the game. I expect us to obviously play 4-2-3-1 with Lamons in goal, a back four consisting of Dalot, Maguire, Martinez and Shaw, a midfield pair of Casemiro and Menu, and an attack with Ahmad, Bruno, Cunha and Mbeumo. While Spurs, I expect them to play a 3-4-3 with Vicario in goal, a back three of Dragusin, Romero and Van de Ven, a midfield 4 of Gray, Bissouma, Gallagher and Udogi, while the attack is finished off with Simons, Koulibaly and Solanke if he's fit. My prediction, 4-1 to Manchester United. We swarm them in the first 15, we break their spirit and we finally put the Spurs hoodoo to bed.